Construction has always been a man's world. At least, that's what some people say. But the rights you work under today were built in part by women. The 8-hour workday, overtime pay, child labor laws, the foundation of collective bargaining. Those didn't just happen. They were fought for. And this month, we're going to look at the women who helped shape the labor movement, shape the trades, and shape the rights that we all work under today. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and anything else that'll help spread the word. Sharing this video will make sure more people see it. This is Labor Lines. Let's get into it. As the job site changes, you're going to see more women stepping into roles that were traditionally filled by men. And March is Women's History Month. For us, that means we're going to focus on women in the trades, where we've been, where we are, and where we're probably headed. Because this conversation, it's not about celebration, it's about reality. In the early industrial era, women worked in textile mills, factories, and packing houses. Long hours, often very dangerous conditions, and very low wages. No real leverage. So they did what a lot of men were doing at the time and organized. Mother Jones traveled town to town organizing miners and industrial workers. She led marches against child labor and challenged corporate power when doing those things could land you in jail or worse. What a hero. Dolores Huerta helped organize farm workers who were told they were too scattered, poor, and powerless to build leverage. She also helped negotiate contracts that proved collective bargaining worked. Hero number 2. Addie Wyatt fought for equity inside the labor movement itself, strengthening unions while pushing them to confront discrimination and expand opportunity for everyone. These women weren't symbolic figures, they were powerhouses. They were the future, and here's why that matters to construction. Modern construction operates inside a framework that didn't always exist. There was a time when overtime rules didn't exist, standard safety protections, guaranteed bargaining rights, structured apprenticeship systems, they were not a part of the program. The structure we work under today was shaped by decades of organizing across industries. Factories, mines, farms, public sector jobs. Construction didn't develop in isolation. It developed alongside a labor movement that women were central to building. Today, women make up nearly half of the overall workforce in this country. But in construction, they make up roughly 10%, and 10% isn't enough. At the same time, the industry talks nonstop about labor shortages, skilled worker gaps, and aging workforce. But the truth is, we can't afford to ignore the math anymore. If the workforce is changing, and guess what? It is, then job sites are going to change too. And that's not a threat to the trades. We'll call that a continuation of them. Because the trades have always evolved. Tools, safety standards, training workforce demographics, all of these things evolved from the time we cut our first stone till today. But the core of the trades has never been about who fits an old stereotype. It's been about skill, reliability, productivity, safety, and building something that lasts. If someone can meet the standards, do the work, and uphold the craft, guess what? They belong. And if women help build the labor protections that safeguard construction workers today, they don't need permission to stand on the job site. This month, we're going to look at the full picture. We'll talk about the women behind major strikes and labor actions. We'll look at pay equity and how union structures impact wages. We'll examine industries like healthcare and education, sectors heavily staffed by women, and how labor organizing there connects back to broader worker standards. And we'll bring it back to construction. Because this industry isn't shrinking. Infrastructure projects are expanding. Energy projects are expanding. Skilled labor demand is expanding. The question isn't whether women belong in construction. The question is whether we're ready to treat the trades like what they've always been. A place where working people build power, skill, and this amazing country. Women helped build the labor movement. The labor movement helped shape construction. That's not opinion, that's history. And if we're serious about the future of the trades, we need to understand the foundation they stand on. Make sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss my upcoming episodes highlighting women in construction. And remember, we learn best by shared experience, so please keep the comments coming. This is Labor Lines with Alex. As always, be safe, be productive, be well.